Hello, welcome to my channel. In today's video we're gonna do a makeup look inspired by Mr. Tim Burton. If you don't know who Tim Burton is, you're lying, because every Halloween cartoon is literally inspired by him. So these are my inspos. First, I'm gonna go in with concealer. This is the e.l.f. Camo Concealer, and I'm just gonna put it all over my face like if it was foundation, because my face is literally breaking out. And Tim Burton characters do not have any pimples. Blending it out with my beauty blender all over my face. Fun fact, I did this makeup look for TikTok, but it got community service guidelines, even though it wasn't that gory. I'm not gonna show you a picture, you're gonna have to wait and see, even though you probably already saw the thumbnail. But yeah, I should have probably dragged my foundation down because now I look ghostly. For contour, I'm gonna go in with the sheglam contour in the shade Golden Sun, but instead of doing my contour regularly, I'm gonna go for my cheekbone like that, down like that. Again to the other side, down, kind of like biting your cheek, and the outline of that you just want to drag it down. Instead of blending it out with a beauty blender because I wanted to keep the shape, I'm just gonna go in with a fluffy brush and blend it the way I just shaped it. So like blend it the way it looks. Try not to get it anywhere else. I usually like biting my cheek in order for it to look more sucked in. Keeping my cheek like that, I'm biting it and just blending it with my beauty blender without getting it anywhere else. Going in with a powder puff, you can go with whatever you want. I'm gonna go in with this dirty powder puff and some of this white powder and kind of reverse contour, so like right here going down, following the shape that you just did for your cheekbone, like that. Going in with the same contour and this type of brush and kind of shape your nose and your eyes. So you're going to want to draw a line going down and then the line going over your eye. Same thing to the other side. So kind of shape your eyes. I'm also going to put some contour like right here and right there on my nostrils. Then again, going in with my beauty blender and just blending it down, following the shape that you just did. I changed the lighting because mostly Tim Burton characters are mostly like in the dark. They're supposed to be like very... You're supposed to wake up from the dead, technically, is what those characters are. They look like they rose from the dead, but then they still look hot. So again, grabbing that brush and some brown powder, I'm just gonna put it all over my eyes. Since we want to look like we haven't slept in like 40 years, I'm gonna go in with this palette and I'm gonna dip my finger in this red and this dark purple, and kind of like under the eyes, you're just going to make them look like bags. So like tapping it underneath. It's fine if it looks crazy. Then with my beauty blender, I'm just gonna mix it in a little bit more just so it looks more natural rather than just paint on my face or just shadow on my face. The whole thing with Tim Burton is expression, so we're gonna try to make our brows look more expressionist. Like, we don't want it to look like this, we want it to look more worried. So the thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go in with my brow pencil and I'm just gonna draw a line going like this. It looks crazy, I know, but give it a second. And then I'm gonna fill out the rest of my brow. With that, I just colored it. Going in with the spoolie side and just brushing it up a little bit, as well as the little fake hair that you put in the front. Blending it a little bit more. You can go in with your fingers as well. Next thing we're gonna do is kind of create dolly eyes. So go in with like a very thin brush that looks like this and a little bit of brown. And what I mean by dolly eyes is you're gonna draw a line from here going to the tip of your corner eye and then the same to the top. So I kind of create like a little V shape. Blend it out with your fingers. You see, we look a little bit more expressionist. With the leftover brown, I'm just gonna draw it under my eye so it looks like my bottom thing is popping out more. Like, you know the fat next to your eye? You wanna make it pop. I'm gonna go back in with a little brush and some brown shadow and kind of do my nose a little bit more prominent because it doesn't look as thin as I want it. So again, drawing a line going down and then going up towards the eyes. Again, if you want, you can just use your fingers to blend. Going in with the sheglam concealer and just putting it on the tip of my nose and right here, but you want to keep it just right there. So I'm gonna blend with my finger going like this. Ignore the rest. You just want to tap it like this. You can also do it with your beauty blender. You just want to make your nose look as tiny as possible. Next, we're going to go in with a white liner in our bottom waterline to make our eyes look even bigger than they already look. Blend it a little bit so it doesn't look that crazy. You see, now we look a little bit more expression, with a little bit more expression without doing anything. I'm gonna curl my lashes. This would be better if you know how to do eyelashes. I don't know how to do that, so we're gonna just use my regular lashes. I'm gonna try to put a lot of mascara, so I'm gonna go in with this sheglam mascara, and I'm also gonna put some on the bottom of my lashes. I hate doing this on camera. I hate doing this in general, right? It just feels like I'm gonna poke my eye. Hope I don't. Fingers crossed. Okay, tell me why that looks better than the way I did it on TikTok. I'm going in with this Wet n Wild highlighting powder on the tip of my nose and on the corner of my eyes. I still want to look glowy. Even though we want to look dead, we still want to glow. For the lips, I'm going to be honest with you, I don't know what I'm supposed to do with it. Oh, you know what? Before we do the lip, I'm going to take out my nose ring or my nose piercing. Going back in with that powder puff and a little bit more powder and put it on my nose just because we want to give the illusion of our nose being tiny. Now we can do our lips. For the lips, I'm just gonna go in with like this Essence Soft Precise lip pencil. It's just a regular lip liner that looks similar to my lips. Then on the corner of my mouth like this, I'm just gonna drag it out a little bit like that. Going in with like a regular brush to dust off the powder. With that same brush, I'm gonna go in with this Nude Collections palette and dip into this gray and kind of make my cheekbones look more prominent, or trace the part where I put the contour out. I'm gonna put a little bit of lip balm just because I need it. This is how it looks in regular lighting, like with my lights on. Now let me show you how it looks back there, because the darkness gives it more of the illusion of your face looking like a Tim Burton character. And this is how the makeup looks in like the dark setting. You see, it gives the more of the illusion of your face being like gone. I really like how it looks better in the dark. Like I was gonna do the whole video like this. I didn't know if you guys wanted to see like the whole makeup look, but this is how it looks in the dark. Like I said, it looks 10 times better like this. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked it, make sure to like, subscribe, and comment what kind of Halloween videos you want next. Peace. It's going out of focus. Love you. Peace.